Listen, before you get on my ass, listen, Jerry's in the hospital right now, okay? Sorry we're late, but he's in the hospital, throwing up, sweating, weak in his arms and legs. Can't use his left arm hardly or anything, and they're now transporting him to Asheville, over to the big hospital. He's got bleeding on his brain. Takes him a little while to answer a question. So something's definitely going wrong with the mind, with the brain. I don't know all the details yet, but Jerry's in pretty rough shape right now, and we're both in rough shape. Yeah, I guess I can go on here and check on this champagne myself while we wait to hear some news on what's gonna go on with Jerry. I always try to hope for the best. I just hope that he gets better, but he's got bleeding on the brain, and his blood pressure is at a stage that he should be dead at this point. But at this point, Jerry's with some very smart doctors, so I've got to just carry on. My wedding's coming up. I've only got a few more days left, you know, and the pressure's on, but I can't help but be thinking about Jerry. Well, my initial plan today is to fill these bins with ice. I've got to freeze all the necks of these champagne bottles, just the neck, so I can pull it out, knock the cap off, blow the frozen plug out, which contains all the settlement of the leftover yeast and particles that could have been left over into the wine. And then cork it off, put my wire cage on it, and she's ready to rock and roll. But first off, I want to give old Jerry a call. You know, me and Jerry's partners, we do this stuff together. We need each other, so I'm glad that he's able to communicate with me through phone. What's up, buddy?
Oh, I'm just laying here.
I got these bottles I wanted to show you.
Nice, perfect.
I got all the bottles upside down. I guess now, next thing is I'll just start freezing those necks.
I'll just have to get a few bags of ice and put in there with a little bit of salt. I want about 2 inches up the bottom neck.
They're about 2 inches?
2 inches on the neck, yeah.
Okay.
Now make sure you do it right.
I'm gonna do it right.
All right, well, make me proud.
All right, brother, I'll do. See you, man.
All right, later.
All right, bye-bye. Jerry's so hell-bent on me finishing it, I want it to be as perfect as I could ever possibly make it now. I'm at the last process of this champagne. I've got to freeze all the necks of these champagne bottles. When we freeze that neck, we can knock that top off, shoot that plug of ice out, which is going to contain all the sediment in it, then turn around and recork it. It should be good to go. I can do it by myself, but you know, it's always best if you have your partner here with you. He wants me to carry forward, I'm carrying forward. Lay the salt to it. The salt, it starts the process of melting the ice, but it'll be colder than the freezing temperature of 32. As soon as you put the necks of your champagne bottles in the icy, salty water, it's gonna immediately start to freeze the neck of that bottle. I'm gonna get my boards. Gotta lift this up so I can get my ice bin under here. I tell you what, I wish Jerry was here right now to help me do this. Yeah, I gotta be careful not to shake these things up too much. Gotta bring the bottles up so I can slide the daggum ice bin under them. Now I need to take a board out at a time, I guess. And then I gotta bring them right back down. But you only want your neck sticking down in the ice, because that's all you want to freeze, because that's where all your sediment's at, is in that neck. All I gotta do is wait for these things to freeze. Jerry, I know he'd love to be there, but he can't be, and he's depending on me to do it. So you gotta figure it out for yourself, you know, sometimes. Uh-oh, here we go. And sip it up, blow it out of there. It's froze too much. All we gotta do is get that to blow out. Oh, there we go. Boy, that was a good blower. There we go. We got champagne. Woo, boy. Jerry's gonna be proud now. It contains a lot of pressure and fizz already. You know, when I blow that ice plug out of there, you immediately got to put your thumb over it and cap it off, because you don't want to lose all your carbonation in here, or there again to just be a flat wine again. We don't want that. I want you to save most of all your carbonation. You're doing good. So you got to be real quick, get back to the table, cork it off, put the wire cage on it. If you don't put the wire cage on it, it can blow the cork. There we go. Keep it from blowing off. We have our first finished bottle of champagne, and boy, you can see the bubbles. That's finished product right there. There's champagne bubbles right there, finished up, ready to rock and roll, ready to put on ice and drink. I'm gonna rack that. We can lay her flat again. It's ready to rock and roll. Hey, buddy.
What's going on?
I want you to say something, brother. Looky here.
Oh, you got them corked?
I got all of them corked, froze every one of them, blowed the plugs out, got them corked off and re-racked, man. We got good champagne.
Nice. Ready for the wedding, huh?
It's all ready, man. That's for sure.
Well, I'm just going to go ahead and let you know right up front. I don't really know what's going to happen for the weekend.
Hey, that's okay, brother. As long as you get well, it's all right if you can't make it. It's fine.
I wasn't sure expecting none of this.
That's the thing, the unknown, man. We don't never know nothing about it, you know?
Nah, I sure don't.
I'm worried to death about Jerry. What if he has a major stroke inside the hospital and he just dies, you know? What can I say? What can I do? You know, you can always rewind and always tell yourself, I should have done this, or why didn't I do that, you know? Every one of us is guilty of it. Well, I've got this done, brother.
I'm proud of you, man. I know you can do it.
Take care of yourself.
I'll let you know if something happens tomorrow. Get out of this prison.
Love you, brother.
Love you, bud.
See you. Oh, man. I don't even know if he's gonna ever be able to work with me again. We got her done, though. Yeah, damn. Oh. I hate getting emotional, man. I can't stand it. I just figured he'd been good enough to be at the wedding, you know? I guess that's a bunch of dudes for you. We think we're better than we are. And then life hits, brings you down. I just hope he gets better. That's all I can hope for, that he gets better, and I'll do everything I can to help him. Even if he can't be at the wedding, even if he can't continue on working with me. I may one day get somebody else to help me, but they won't never nobody ever replace Jerry. Ever.